Good morning. Today's June 18th. Welcome back to Niagara Garden Party. We're supposed to get up to 25 degrees Celsius today. I got my coffee. I got a cute dog over there. And let me show you what's been going on with the garden. So this past week, the kale has really flopped, as you can see. I've had to cut a few of them at the base because it was making it so the dogs couldn't go to the bathroom. Look at how big that stalk is of that kale. It's also kind of messing with my garlic that I have in this bed a little bit. I don't know. I don't feel good about this situation. We're just waiting for it to turn a little crispy and brown so I can harvest the seeds. You can see these seed pods are very full now. They're like very plump looking. So it's gonna happen anytime now, but I'm probably gonna have enough kale seeds to last me for the rest of my life after this thing gives me seeds. I updated the pond. The other one was too small. The water hyacinths here have been spreading. Like they've already had these offshoot babies happen, and they kind of were crowding the old pond. So I found this concrete mixing tub. That's what it is. It was on Facebook Marketplace for $8, which I thought was a steal. So that's what the pond looks like now. My goldfish plant loves being out here in the sun. This guy, not so much, but to be honest, he had thrips when he was inside, so we're not sad that we're losing him. I expected to lose a few houseplants in this transition of putting them outside. Everything else doing okay. It looks like that spider plant's putting off some new growth. But this guy, he loves being in the sun. He's got so many new growth points. He was looking really scraggly there through the winter, so I'm glad he's kind of making a bit of a comeback. We've got a barking dog. She is barking, and she's a dog. Aren't ya? Yes, you are. So, a few weeks ago, we've got some strawberry plants here in a hanging basket. They are white strawberries, which is pretty cool. Don't know if you've ever seen white strawberries before. I don't even know how to tell when they're ready to be picked. Anyway, I did this little experiment where I put one of the strawberry runners in a baggie. I just tied it with a elastic and put some soil in here, and as you can see, there are tons and tons of roots here. So I think today or sometime soon I have to cut this runner off of this mother plant. It's not for you, trust me. And plant it and see how that goes. But it's got runners coming off of the runner, so I don't know. We'll see. There's lots coming off of these strawberry plants. They're very happy in these baskets. Another one of my hanging baskets that's doing really well. Fight! Come on, fight! Hop up! Wow, what a good girl. This is supposed to be a garden tour, not a dog tour. Fig tree is looking real good as well. Lots of figs forming. You can see them all here. Tons of figs everywhere. I hope we actually get figs to eat because it's been kind of like hit or miss. I need to constantly fertilize it. I need to constantly water it because this pot is already too small for it. But the one I tried to put in the ground didn't survive. So we're hoping this one survives and I can take some cuttings from it this year and make more fig trees in the future. Everything here doing good. I had this guy in the greenhouse. He had aphids pretty bad, and you can kind of see they're like skeletons. They're like little white skeletons. You can even see there's an aphid right there crawling. We hate it. We hate it. But he was in the greenhouse. Oh, there's an ant on it, which means the ant is eating the aphids. He's in the greenhouse, and the aphids don't have any natural predators in the greenhouse. Look at all these ants. Do you see them on that bottom leaf there too? So the aphids are getting wrecked right now by the ants, which is awesome. that's exactly why I took it outside, because it was just an aphid hotel in the greenhouse. We have oh, look at this. This guy was doing so bad. I can't remember if I showed you in one of my previous videos. He had like white leaves, sunburnt leaves. Look, it was not looking good. And now he is spectacular. He's got flower buds coming. It's looking real good for that eggplant. I have some more eggplants over here, but they're kind of getting eaten by flea beetles. Not surprised by that. I've had flea beetles in my garden for years. It's a reoccurring pest. We just accept it. If you come down here, you can see some zucchinis are starting to form. We got a zucchini forming here. I hand pollinated this guy yesterday just to make sure. In this garden bed, the mini bells are doing okay for the most part. I planted some bean seeds all over the place. This tomato's doing okay. It looks like we've got some buds, some tomatoes forming. We're happy about that. Tomatillo looking really sad right now. I'm going to water it and hope it bounces back. Yeah, it's very dry. These fabric pots in the summer, when you have hot days, like 25-degree days here, you have to basically water them every day because they dry out fast. This bucket doing so good. I am shocked. The cucumbers are coming out like crazy, like the vines. The peas, these are supposed to be peas. Yeah, they're also shooting out like crazy. This cucumber doing really well. I hope I actually get some cucumbers out of this. The milkweed doing great too. I'm surprised at how much I enjoy milkweed. Like it's actually a beautiful plant. I find this to be so stunning. And it's still funny how this one is kind of trailing behind. We've got a barking dog. So she's just doing her job. We have the trees here. I bought the jalapeno pepper plant from the greenhouse the other day because I didn't start any jalapenos this year, which is a mistake. We love poppers, jalapeno poppers. Oh, at the greenhouse, we saw this Rosa Sharon that was like a bare stalk and like a pom-pom at the top. So I think we're gonna plan to trim this one, like cut all of these lower branches off here and see if we can replicate that look that we saw at the greenhouse where it's like just a tree on top. It's pretty cool. I wish I had better news about my tomato plants over here, but tomato row is struggling this year. And I have a lot of theories as to why. We're not going to go into the theories as to why right now. But 2 more tomato plants are kind of wilty and looking sad. The one that I replaced is looking okay. It's making a really big tomato right now. Got a really big tomato coming in here. So tomatoes are coming, but something's happening with a few of these here and there that they're not happy. And I don't know what to do and how to troubleshoot that. I'm in that time of year where I feel like nothing's growing, and that's just because it's still spring. Summer isn't here, although it feels like summer. And I've been waiting since winter, so it feels like a fucking long time. Pardon my language. Bell peppers in here. The mini bells still struggling. Still haven't really found their groove yet. One of them is getting shaded out by all this borage. You can see the borage is about to flower. I love when the borage flowers, but this is a spiky plant, so we don't like to touchy the borage. I'm also really excited for the cosmos back here this year. I think this is the first time I've planted cosmos in a correct place where they have the room to flourish. And we have a pepper over here. Bell pepper coming in. Couple of them, so that's pretty exciting. Oh, the apple tree. Guys, look at how big the apples are getting. Look. Ah, they're gonna be real apples one day. I am so excited for that. This is gonna be our first summer with the apple tree. We have a bunch of garlic in here that's still doing really well. This, I think this is a zucchini, one of the zucchinis. It's starting to take off, which I'm happy about. The broccoli is having a time. I noticed the stem has turned purple, which is so cool. And there's actually like a little broccoli head right here. Can you see it? Wow, so cool. So I'm not exactly sure when to harvest. Gonna let it do its thing a little bit longer. It's kind of too hot for broccoli, so I don't know if the timing is wrong. Look, there's a little broccoli head there on that one too. That's so cool. I planted some bean seeds in here. There's a few rogue tomatoes that are starting to just like come up and be tomatoes. It looks like flea beetles are getting that one. I planted out the, what are these? Cinder blocks. So there is milkweed, sunflower, snapdragons, and cosmos in there. The columbine doing so good. I'm so proud of myself. I started these guys from seed. The beets. Well, we basically left the beets as the last thing to talk about because I don't think it's working out for me this year. I got some fertilizer, some phosphorus heavy fertilizer, and we did that a couple of days ago. I'm going to leave them for about another 2 weeks, but that's going to be it. And their time's coming because I want to put in some summer crops in here. I haven't even decided what yet. Something I can sow from seed. Maybe zucchini, maybe, who knows. And then the lettuces in here are doing so good. It looks like they're actually starting to bolt because of the heat. So I should come through here and harvest all of these lettuces soon as well, and maybe plant some radishes in here. And that's it. That is your garden tour for today. We got finch babies in there. So cute. I think we also have a robin's nest somewhere up in this tree. The birds are loving the yard this year. All right, now let's hop into the greenhouse and see what's going on in there. It's not that exciting though. It's way too hot in there right now.